Welcome to this week's Humanity and Hope United Hope-Filled Update, and I have a story that you are definitely gonna want to listen to. It's powerful, and we're gonna show you some pictures too. This week, this cute little boy, Eduardo, started kindergarten for the first time. As a father of a kindergartner, not only am I really happy for him to be able to learn some more, but I'm really happy for his mom too, to be able to be proud of herself and to see that her son's advancing. This was not always a given. Let me tell you about how my family met Eduardo. A few years ago in 2021, my wife was in Remolino doing some normal work, walking by a house, and she saw a boy in a bathtub, and there were no adults around. So she walked up, and that's how she met Eduardo. Eduardo's mom was really stressed out. In fact, I don't want to overshare their story, but she was considering things that nobody would be proud of. Around her own life and around her kids' lives. Turns out she'd moved to Remolino because she had no other option. She heard that there's a group in Remolino trying to help build hope. Again, Humanity and Hope, we define hope the way that we believe that God defines hope. Hope is a mindset. Hope is something eternal. It can be passed on between generations. Hope is something that when we're full of it, we can lend someone else. When we have none, we can borrow it. Hope is the belief that the best is yet to come, plus action that's consistent. Sylvia, Eduardo's mom, had heard that hope was being created in Remolino, and before she took one of those worst actions she was considering, she wanted to see if she could get some help. Turns out she was able to get a lot of help, both with Eduardo and his disabilities and his sister Briani and her disabilities. They both have had long-term medical care now to the point where they're stable, to the point where their mom has been able to get the mental health care that she needs to stabilize herself. And this week, that beautiful compound interest of that story turns into Eduardo being able to go to kindergarten when it seemed like he would never be able to get any education at all. The ability for him to be integrated into his community. He's such a social little boy, even though he doesn't speak. He's very interactive and kind and connected. And some of these pictures will show you, you'll see him interacting with the other kids. Eduardo going from that lonely bathtub to this week starting his education in the midst of his community. That's what hope looks like in real life. And hope is the fuel for all sustainable transformation. In any story, there's a before that's not good, then there's an after, like Eduardo going to school, that's beautiful. Hope is the fuel that gets us from there to here. Thank you for helping us build it. Thank you so much. We hope you come visit us this summer, and we'll see you next week for the next Hope-Filled Update.